Hi, Gary here from the TalkingRichesForum.com, and if you've been following us on the forum recently, you'll know that what I've been doing is creating some niche videos, very short, niche, punchy videos that deal with just one problem and solution effectively. I'm picking niches, so we've done Christmas at trade prices, in other words, people who want to save money this Christmas or perhaps make some income over Christmas. And the latest video that I've just made is mobile hairdressers, would you like to increase your income? And if you look at hairdressers, mobile, and I'm not talking hairdressers shops here, I'm literally talking hairdressers that travel from house to house and solving the problems that they have. Now these are white label videos. What I mean by white label, they don't mention FM in them and they don't tell them too much about what the solution is. It sets the problem up and then directs them to you to get the solution. So here's the problem, would you like to do this? Talk to me to find out more. Come to you, in other words, to find out more. And the reaction and reception to these videos has been fantastic, and thank you so much for that. However, there's been some negative reaction to them. It's not a bad negative reaction, it was something that I was anticipating becoming a problem. And that is that if you look at the video here, I've got it on YouTube, so what you could do is you could tweet out, for example, hey, mobile hairdressers, would you like to increase your income? That will probably get some interest on tweets. Maybe send an email out, whatever you do to promote this video, because that's all you're doing. You're just saying, would you like to do this, watch this, then I tease them to come and talk to you about it. Now if they come onto this YouTube page, fantastic, I've put a little bit of the script here, but they can click on that link and they're going to come and join up with me, which is great for me, not so good for you. And I knew that that was going to become a problem. So one of the solutions to it is that you can embed it into a website, and you need to get that little iframe there and then you can pop that into your site, which is great as well. But I've been looking for a much better solution. When I excuse me, what I was also looking for is I chose YouTube to host the videos because there's always good bandwidth there. It's safe. Generally they run from the website, run from YouTube brilliantly. It's not a problem. There are other places that we could put the video which might overcome some of the issues that I mentioned there, but there's a cost involved to it, the bandwidth, delivering it, etc. So what I've come up with here is the YouTube, but I have been looking around for a solution and I've come up with it. It's called FM Viral Video Hack. What is it? It is this. This is at the end of the video, and you can see that what you're able to do is to put a little banner up at the top here. A little drop down comes in with clickable links. You'll notice that, see how that hand, it changes to a hand, and also a banner here at the bottom. Now what I'm going to do is refresh it. Excuse me. I'm going to refresh the video and you'll see that it loads here. Are you a mobile hairdresser? Would you like to make extra income without working harder? If you could get your paying customers to part with more cash each visit and leave them feeling that you're doing them a favour. So I've set up in the talk there, I hope that came across on the mic well, but if not, you've seen the video, and if you go to that link. Now you probably just noticed as I was talking that top banner dropped down, but right from the start I had this in here. Now this has got two main effects here. Firstly, they can click on here and you can send them off to wherever you want to send them. In this instance it takes them through to my webinar, so I want to know how that works. They sign up to the webinar, I tell them about FM there, and they sign up from there. Also, you remember you saw that other thing that had dropped down, the slide there? Well, that's timed to come in near the end of the video. Now the software doesn't actually know the video stopped running, so that will drop down nearly 2 minutes, so I'm not going to keep talking there. We'll come back and see that that's dropped down in a moment. So this is really good. You could put any video here that you want. So if you were aware of video, maybe you come across a video on YouTube that perhaps spoke about making extra money, maybe there was something in the news about people needing to earn money, whatever you think would be a great video to tweet out to people, now you can create your own one with your own clickable links. So let me show you how we do it. The system is called Viral FM Video Hack, and this is it. So what you do is you open up the software. In fact, let me just quickly show you that now, how you go through and do that. When you receive the software, you'll get a download, and you'll get this here, which is this link, which is FM Viral Video Hack. It's in a zip file. If you go, what it does, these are all the files that you get here. The file that you want is viralvideohijack.exe. Now when you click on that, if you've got antivirus software on your computer or any internet security, it may stop this opening. You need to allow it. It is safe. These are the exact files that you're going to get, so they are safe. So let me show you what happens. So you open it, it'll offer you, click run. It's just taking a second to open. It may be a problem because we've got one running. Now you'll need a key to get this working. So what you do is you click don't have key, and you'll notice that it then takes you online. All you need to do is enter in your name. You see I've got a thing here that pre-fills this, which is a bit annoying sometimes but very useful for other instances. So let me just undo that. Your name, last name, the email address that you want to register it to, and then the PayPal transaction ID that will have come in your receipt from PayPal when you purchased the software. You put that in there, you click sign up now. That will send an email to you to confirm that you've entered in the correct email address in this box. You need to confirm that that's your email address, so there'll be a link in there and it's quite well explained. You click allow, or you click onto the link. Almost immediately it will generate a passcode for your registration code, and that's worked on your PayPal transaction and your email, and then does some calculations on that, and then it will come back to here and you enter that in. Make sure there are no spaces in the link, that the code that I give you. So if you in the email, it will generate there. Make sure that you don't put any spaces at the beginning or any spaces at the end, because if you do that it doesn't work. It has to be the key that you've got. Then the same email address that you put in here, best one to use would be your PayPal email address in there, and when you do that, obviously register with your PayPal email address. Then you click OK. Now in this instance, because I haven't done that, it's not valid, so it will just close the software down. Okay, let's go back to the addresses. There it is. So let's go through how we make this up, and I'll show you what you need to do. So you give it a title. I've called it Mobile Head. Oh dear, I forgot to put that in. It's not so important. Hairdressers. Give yourself a pay rise. Next. Find out how you could give yourself a pay rise. So just a little brief description in there. Keywords, I haven't really worried about this, but you can if you wanted to. Keywords are kind of the words that people might type in to Google to find this. So you might put income, sell perfume, and each of the you can do keywords. So what you can actually do is, rather than just income, you could put 2 words, and at each separate keyword phrase, if you like, you just put a comma after it, and then you just progress through and you just answer the questions. If you're not sure, just look down the bottom here and it will give you some hints. So here it says the full URL of the YouTube video. How do you get that? Well, you go to YouTube, which is here, click on share, and you just grab that there, and that'll take you, that'll be fine, all you need to do. So let's go back to that one and bring up. So you put your YouTube video in there. Right, next. You need a banner to go at the bottom. That's this here. So I just made that up. You could do it with Photoshop. It needs to be JPEG and or PNG. All you need to do is, in fact, it says it up there, select an image, and you just click on that, find the file that you want wherever you've saved it. In my one, it's on Pictures FM, and I called it Give Yourself a Pay Rise.jpg. So I found that, put it on there. Next. Now, because that is clickable, you don't have to. It's not very. You don't have to do anything magic to that. All you do is you just put the link that you want them when they click on that to go to. In this instance, it takes them to my webinar. It could take them to a sign up form. You could take them to an email. Whatever you want to put in there, you can put in there to your, if you've got an FM website, maybe one of the generic ones, maybe you've made one yourself, you can put that email address in there, web address in there. Next. The main overlay, let me show you what that is. So let's just move that out of the way. As you see now, this has dropped down. This is the main overlay here. I've chosen white, and the reason is it's fairly translucent, and the background of the video is generally black, so I kind of wanted to have a bit of contrast when that came over. You could have black and put white writing on there if you wanted. So you've got the white background. How long do you want it till that drops down? Now, as I said, I've set it so that it comes up towards the end of the video. So I did a bit of maths, worked out how many seconds, because you put it in seconds. The video is 2 minutes 15 seconds, so I put it to come up pretty close to the end of the video. So I popped that in there, but you could have it drop down. The content of the main overlay screen, let's have a look. You'll notice that you can see it just looks like it's typed in there. However, you have to put it in HTML coding. Don't let that put you off for the moment. Don't worry about that. To be honest, I don't understand HTML either. I've got a few understandings of what it says here, the H1 style. This is to do with the colour. If I change the number in there, that will change the colour of the font. I haven't got a clue, I'll be honest. What I did to find the HTML is I went online, I went into Google, and I typed in text to HTML. And I came up with this. This is what's called a WYSIWYG editor. So all I did was typed in what I wanted it to say, made a few adjustments by clicking on this, bit like using Word or any other kind of program that you've used very, very, very similarly. Also, I needed to create a clickable link, so I did that. You just click on there and you put your link in wherever you want that to go to. You could ideally as well, because it's using HTML, you could just drop in here a sign up. Maybe you've got an autoresponder that has a sign up thing, a bit like how you registered the software. Once you're happy with how this looks, I kind of thought that I want to keep it quite simple, so you then just click convert to HTML. There you go, there's that giant, as I say, it could be anything. So you just click on that, copy and paste that, and then just take that and drop that into here. So I'm happy with that. Next. Do you want the visitor to be able to close the main overlay screen? I've chosen no, because it's coming at the end of the video, so it's not going to be in the way. You may have chosen to put it at the beginning, but I just thought that people will want to watch the video and then, sorry for hitting the mic, then they're going to want to take action after watching the video. It's quite short, so I've put it at the end, so I don't want them to be able to close it. Enable the top banner. Let's go back and have a look at what that is. That's this bit up here. So you could put anything in there. You could put your company name, your name. So you could put, in my instance, I could put Gary Skinner welcomes you to looking at this video, whatever I want, I can put that in there. I'll show you how we do that. So enable the top banner overlay. Next, what colour? Well, I chose white because I thought when this drops down, I just thought it'd be good to have the white matching so it looks like it's coming out of it. That's all I thought. You'll need to play around with it. That's what I did. When I opened up the software, I made this. It took a few goes for me to get it the way I wanted. I uploaded it, tested it, changed it. So you can go back. Remember, if you save it, you can click on there, open the file, download it. So, and then you can just go back to any point in the video, in the making of it, and just keep going through and going back and changing it to however you want. So let me just show you. We got to the top banner, white. Here's where you put your text in there. Like I said, we could put Gary Skinner, whatever you want. Should I put that capital? So you can just go through, type that through and edit it. Next, allow visitors to close, hide the overlay banner, no, yes, whatever, choose what you want. Next, how long before the top banner overlay shows? Now I set that just 25 seconds. To be honest, I was testing out how that worked, but I just thought it was quite nice. They get to see the whole screen of the video for a bit and then it pops up. That was my thoughts to it. Next, now this next to the HTML thing, no so-called thing, very technical term there, this is the next bit that you need to be able to do. You do need hosting with this, and if you go back to the forum post where I've put this, I've put a link in there so that you can purchase. I've got a special link. At the time of recording and writing the post, they were giving you 20% off your hosting, below $4 a month I think it was, which is not expensive, and you can host as many of these little videos up there. What you do is you get your main domain. Mine is stylishdesignerperfume.com. Then what you do is you create, you know how when you save files, maybe you save a Word document and you've got that for FM, and maybe you've got some personal ones, and maybe you write letters to your car insurance, and perhaps you put them in different files. That's all it is online. So I created a file and I called it mobile hairdresser video. So that's where I'm going to upload this to. So you just create that on your file. Once you've done that, you're done. It is that simple. You click generate. The next thing you need to do is upload it to your hosting. Now, where I host, it locks down this. So my hosting company means that I can't connect into it. But this is called an FTTP program, FileZilla. You can get that. That's free. All you need to do is there it is. So these are the files that I created. It puts it into somewhere you want to save it. And you need to upload all of these files because they carry the images, they carry all of the various bits that you need to do. So what you do, this is the way I do it, is I just select all of them. And the way I've done that, just in case you wanted to know, I click on one of them, I then click the Shift key and I move the mouse to the last file that I want, which is that one, and then it highlights all of them. The other option is Control A, and that's select all. Then all you need to do is just drag them over into this section on this FTT program, and make sure you upload it to the relevant file. So it will show you in here a list of files. It'll be, in this instance, it will say Stylish Designer Perfume, and then it'll have index HTML, it'll have mobile hairdresser video. That's the one I want. So I would click on that and open that, and then just drop them into that folder, and it will take a few moments. When I was doing it, I think it took about 30 seconds, but that's because I've got quite a fast internet connection. It may be a bit slower if your one is a little slower. So I think we've covered everything there. So it's just a case there of uploading it, and remember, you can do this to as many videos on YouTube as you want. You can hack as many as you want, so go through, have a look for them, and then you can send messages out and get people to have a look at the video. People like watching videos these days. I'm noticing websites that I've got with video on seem to generate a lot more interest to them. Now, a couple of things to note: you can install this software on 2 PCs that you own yourself. It only works on PC, so maybe you've got a desktop and a laptop. That's great, you can do that. You can create videos for your team. You cannot share the software with your team. If you want to host and sell this for yourself, you have to sell it. I'm afraid it has to be sold. The license doesn't allow us to give it away for free. I'd love to be able to make this free as a solution, but unfortunately the software creator has set a minimum sales price. Sometimes I'm able to buy it outright and actually give it away, but I don't own it that fully, so I've paid a license so that I can make an offer for you. I'm selling it well below the current sales price. I've been able to negotiate that for you. If you require, because there are some people out there, there are leaders out there that don't like people to know that I exist. They don't like them to know that the forum exists, and would rather that they go off to their own support. And I can totally understand why that may be. So maybe you want to be able to offer this software yourself. I've also negotiated with the maker of this software the ability to be able to provide you with a white label version of this. So instead of all the registration coming up onto me, any mention of me, you can have the software made with your name on it, and you'll be able to sell it from your site. Now, there is going to be a substantial cost to getting that license. I had to pay it, and I can get that negotiated for you with the seller, but that then means that you can host the selling of this directly from your personal team support site and not have them send them to me. But that will also mean that you're going to need to come supply all of the support that goes along with it if you're going to do that. But if you are interested in having a white label version, then do contact me. We give support in the forum, so if you've got any questions how to use this, any tips, why not share some tips if you found some great ways of using it as well. Otherwise, I hope you find this useful. Any further questions, let me know and I'll do my best to answer them for you.